All right. So, where we last left off, the party was having a quite difficult time with a wall of fire behind a gate. They were on their way to the Amber Temple via the Salinka Pass, and they came across two Vrocks that were very hungry and wanted to eat their face. The party managed to fend off the Vrocks, recover in one of the side towers, make sure that the horses and the people who don't have cold gear were sufficiently warm and taken care of for the night. The party noticed that they were being watched or spotted by a certain individual. And as the group cautiously continued on forward, Osgood waved at the man in the distance, who immediately jumped down to the ground and revealed themselves to the party as Rohan of Kalma's Order of Monks. They had a genuine conversation and embrace, celebration that they're both still alive and kicking. And the group quickly decided to go to the monastery that Rohan has begun to call his home in this area. Continuing winding up the cliffs and peaks of Mount Gekis. And I believe we were just about to get to the monastery when we took our break and ended last session. So, I guess we'll start there. Looks right. This screen is wrong.
Oh.
There. Oh, no. Here we go. This screen is right.
All I can say is red is sus.
100% of the time.
Always.
Okay. So, after about 30 or so minutes of traveling in the same direction, Ron kind of pointing the way from the back of Kelma's horse, you all come to this ruined-looking stone building that's about 15 to 20 feet tall in certain places. The exterior is kind of dilapidated and some parts are broken in. You see on the left-hand side of the building, some of the walls are completely caved in and exposed to the exterior. Rohan kind of just like guides you all up to this area, towards what is essentially a front door over here, and kind of looks at you all and just, this is where I've been laying my head and doing my research in this land. Please, come in. And he kind of like hops off of the horse with Kelma, or beside Kelma, and begins to walk towards the door over here.
Yeah.
The snow is coming down heavier now as you've gotten higher into the mountains, and it is cold. Like, those of you with cold gear are still feeling chilled to the bone. Those of you with rings of warmth are feeling okay. Osgood, it is cold.
God help me.
As Rohan kind of makes his way to the entrance doors, you see these two large oaken doors, probably about 15 feet tall. And he just kind of walks over, pushes on one of them, which begins to creak open. And just looks on down the tunnel, or down the entranceway, and just kind of like motions for anybody who'd like to go in.
Come on, everybody. Come on. Rohan will treat us right. May not look like much, but he'll share what he has. He always does.
I won't say anything, but
Oh, I'm just gonna kind of look around. Are we bringing the horses in? Like,
Are you bringing the horses in? That's your own choice.
I
But you
mean,
all have horses.
horse is well suited to the cold.
no.
Then we should bring them in.
Yeah.
Okay. So So you all make the conscious decision to get inside with all of the horses. And you are met. Where are we met? That's not it.
The
There we
horses
go.
don't fit in the door.
No, the horses fit in the door just fine. You stop it. No. So as you get like kind of through this foyer area, horses and all in tow, you see this extremely large hallway, chamber, if you will, that seems to have 3 large chandeliers that are not lit anymore hanging along the ceiling of it. This entire room is just, let's see, I probably got to here. And then, yeah, so basically you see this large chamber kind of in the center with pillars going down, and there's 3 large chandeliers that are not lit in any way. It looks like it was at one point like a place of worship, place of ceremony, just based on the way the pews are set up, and there's an altar on the far end of the room. Rohan just kind of looks at you all, guiding you further in. He kind of points over into the corner. He's like, the horses can stay tied up over there. They should be fine. He just kind of looks out. He just kind of looks at Kelma, and he's just like, I can't believe. Let's just say I never thought I'd find you here.
Me too, Master. I've lost track to how long I've been here, but I know it hasn't been 3 years, and I learned that time works a bit differently here. And how have you been surviving, Master? I know you're capable, but have you always been alone? Did any of our other brothers find their way here?
He kind of looks at Kelma, just a grim look on his face, and just, no, I thought I was the only one, to be honest. There's been a decent bit of rations here, and what's not completely spoiled is somewhat good. But whatever monks used to live here, they haven't been here in over a century.
Understood.
And you notice now as you kind of walk into here, he's made like a small little campfire area off like on the side of one of these pews, just kind of like tucked away in the corner. It seems like he's been gathering some type of game locally, or more or less roughing it, if you will.
Yeah.
What
Doesn't look like he's been in the best of situations.
altar is here? Because it looks like there's a shrine up there, isn't there?
Where and what?
It's a church, right, in the center of this area. What's
Yeah,
at
essentially.
the head? What is like the altar? Is there any particular depiction of a god, or is it just blank?
Make a history check for me.
Are you sure it's not religion?
I would say it's a history of Barovia. I mean, either one. Make a religion or a history check, whatever's higher.
Oh, religion's +5. So can I say that's a 19?
Sure. Okay. So you've been in Barovia a good bit. Do you notice and understand that not all the gods that are prayed for here are actually gods? Some are. Most are just symbols
Saints.
and things that people. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're
That's
very
a really
familiar.
sad.
Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out how to say this.
Yeah.
You've heard of the spirits and the quote unquote guardians. Just in your time in Barovia.
Hmm.
Some say, spirits. Some say hags. Some say nobody's really sure what they are. But you've heard people talk about the Fanes and the spirits, and this particular one, the iconograph and the symbolism is referring to what is it? I'm sorry, I have the thing, and I don't have the thing because of course I don't. There it is. I found it. Amy, sorry. The Seeker.
The Seeker. Okay. Do I know anything about the Seeker, or is it just that I only know the
Um,
name?
this is where that history check can come in.
Okay.
Because again,
Uh,
regionally.
nope, that's an insight check, not a history check.
Mhm.
Ah. 3.
Yeah. Um, it's escaping you at the moment.
Yeah, weird.
Like, you're sure it's
He-
significant, but it's
Yeah.
not in direct relation to the Morning Lord. You're aware of that, but
Interesting.
it's slipping your mind.
He glances back and he says something about, like, they worshipped one of the Thanes here, a man named the Seeker. I don't know much about him.
Interesting. Did you know that, Master?
Kind of looked over to you and just, yeah, they kept pretty good records of what they did here. So this is order of monks called the Order of the Guardian. Um, seems like they got their power from worshiping the Seeker. Not
Interesting.
quite sure how or why, but they've got a shrine out in the courtyard. Same style, same setup. I'd assume it's also for the Seeker, whoever that is.
Interesting.
I stick my head out the door and looking at everybody else, and I'm like, what's wrong? Come on in, it's cold. Bring the horses.
Mhm.
The thing is, mainly, it's kind of a small room.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, Brethren is also the way to
Okay,
go.
yeah, I'll just go in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, we've
sorry.
probably been like walking and
Yeah,
talking.
and talking. Yeah, I would assume. I just tokens didn't move, which is fine. Yeah. So now you're all
They
kind
all
of just
stay in
in
the
this
corner.
main chamber. Horses and all kind of like tied up in the corner over here. Um, Rohan just kind of like closes the door behind and walks up to talk to you all. I'm just kind of like, it's not much, but most of the places in this building are out of the wind.
Yes, Master.
The
Let's.
building is warm enough to not freeze to death.
Yes,
Uh,
Master. There's much that we need to talk about. Let's get someplace warm where we could all warm ourselves, because this is a cold travel, especially for the old man. He, for some reason, didn't bring any warm clothes to a mountain.
I never. I didn't have the time.
I mean, I did
He's just
ask
kind
you
of
when we went
blustering.
shopping.
He's just kind of blustering to himself, looking embarrassed a little bit.
Walk in.
You dare ask about an old man's memory?
Oh my goodness.
I start looking around, and do I see the little campfire that Rohan set up?
Yeah. You would see it. It's I got it. I deleted it, but I put it back. That's why you never delete anything.
Oops.
In before there's a dungeon underneath the temple, and we have to go and clear that.
Okay. I immediately go and I start tending to the campfire, and I start cleaning around
Mhm.
the area.
Can I help out? I'm wanting to clean around the shrine.
Sure, go for it. Okay.
Okay.
So, Kelma and Osgood kind of go on ahead, cleaning up different portions of this area. Kelma's sticking to cleaning up around where that campfire pit is, more or less. And Osgood kind of taking a shine to the shrine, if that makes sense.
Kelma yells out, "He's like, Master, do you have any game to cook? You remember how I used to cook for the temple? I lucky enough, still have my cooking utensils. And I know how much you liked some of my meals."
He's just gonna kind of look, kind of grin a little bit. He's like, I've got some stuff in the back, but nothing fresh caught. He kind of like hobbles over and he's walking with the quarterstaff in hand. He's not really leaning on it, but you can tell he's not walking upright, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You didn't really notice it when you were in the snow, but as you've kind of gotten out, he's walking with at least a little bit of a lean. As he kind of walks in your direction. He walks past you. Just here.
Can I make a perception check to see, like, if I can see any injury or anything other than lean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or would it be a perception or medicine?
If you're not like inspecting it physically,
perception.
I'd say it's perception. Yeah. You're not sure what's up. Like, obviously, he looks injured, but at the same time, he seems just fine. So
I'll wait until he comes back with the whatever he got.
Is anybody else doing anything?
Are these stairs?
What stairs? Yes.
Alright.
Yes. Small stairs down into a courtyard thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, while all that's happening,
Under the guise of cleaning, can I search around the shrine?
make an investigation check for me. While you were cleaning your clothes.
Well, I kind of am, but it's just kind of keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you continue to clean and straighten up that shrine for about 4 or 5 minutes. Rohan still disappeared into the back for a moment. As you're... So, you, in cleaning the altar, once you get around to the back side of it and begin wiping away some of the dust and things like that, you see inscribed into the back of the pedestal what appears to be like a poem or short verse.
Is it an understandable language?
It is.
Oh.
It says... I can't share one thing without sharing the whole thing, so I'm going to share the whole thing. It's this poem. Poem, limerick, what have you.
My lady watches for the weather. She knows the road and where it wends. She knows the stars and those they tether, all beginnings and all ends. Oh, shit. He takes a very keen interest in this, but doesn't really say much else.
So, Gaynor, as you walk into this courtyard, you see this large, vibrant tree. Extremely strange, because even all the trees that are around this area are mostly covered and coated in snow, mostly dead and rotting in the first place. This tree doesn't seem to have any snow on it, even though it is snowing outside. And it's more alive than any of the foliage that you've seen for the last 2 days.
Okay. One second. Can I inspect the tree?
Sure. Make an investigation check. Oh no.
I had to life.
You're good.
Investigation.
Investigation.
18.
Mm, Okay. So as you kind of look this tree over, you're not. You think the ground might be blessed more or less for this tree to be doing so well and thriving as much as it is in this tiny courtyard. The tree itself sits standing above a small shrine in the northeastern corner of this courtyard. The shrine, as you kind of take a look around the area, is also devoted to the Seeker. You see, I guess you would know it was the Seeker, but you see these runes and this very, like, almost like Celtic scroll as far as like the shrine and the altar itself goes. It's
Mhm.
only a tiny shrine in the first place, but it seems like a place to make offerings or blessings or something of the like.
Okay.
Mhm. Yep. After a moment or two, Rohan comes back out the back, and he has what appear to be a decent amount of meats and rations. Most are cut in a way that would make you think that it was not recently caught or trapped game or anything like that. It's like from a provisions hall somewhere in the back.
Master, I'll take those off your hand, but I do have a question for you. And I grab the rations from the hand and I start cooking a bit.
Mhm.
Um, Master Rohan, I'm I'm distressed at seeing you in this state. I know our village was not rich by any means, and our temple was very simple. So living a simple life is no problem with you. But seeing you in this isolation with our brothers pains me. But what pains me more, and I'm kind of dead in the eye, that I see you limping. What happened?
He kind of looks off and pauses for a moment. You know, pick a fight with the wrong guy.
Which guy?
The only guy. He kind of looks
Can
at
I
you.
make an insight check?
Make an inside check. Go for it. Kind of looks at you just like. Hmm.
Are you
That
talking about?
literally rolled on its side. Whatever. Fuck.
He kind of looks over. He's like, the guy who claims rulership over this land.
If anyone who's in eyesight of Kelmo right now, you start seeing that same green cloak when he went raged at one time, just slowly start bubbling again.
Hoi, Kelma.
Master, when
Calm
did
it
this
down,
happen?
mate.
I look right at Oscar and I go, not talk. When did this happen, Master?
He kind of looks over. It's been probably the better part of a year. There was an attempt on his life, and yeah, figured I'd lend my hand to the cause.
The wizard?
He looks over. He's like, yeah.
Uh,
Kind of looks over. He's just like that. He wasn't any wizard. He kind of looks over at you. He's like, I mean, I know you don't like tolerate. You know what I mean.
yes.
But
I barely tolerate the one who's out there, that damnable mage. But he sticks around like a lost puppy.
from the echoes of the world, not a mage. No, no. But shit. Rohan's just gonna go like, he was one of the best chances that we would have had to take this creature down. It's like he just at least he's still alive. It's
Bro. Well, it seems like I have crossed paths with him as well. All of us have crossed paths with him as well. We're not on his bad side, but I don't think we're on his good side either. Seems curious about us.
We kind of have already done enough to warrant him being very angry at us. I do highly recommend it.
But he's invited us to his home. We haven't taken him up on that offer for obvious reasons.
And you just see like kind of like a worry come over Rohan's face. It's just like there's he kind of looks over. He's like, I think it's about time.
Time for what, Master?
He just kind of looks. He's like, you seem more capable now than you were.
I kind of had to. There's a big difference between keeping the peace in our little village of drunkards and merchant conmen and whatever this place offers.
kind of looks over. He's like, I have some things to teach you. If you will give me the night to learn.
Of course, Master. I would love nothing other than that. If I felt so lost all this time, and you know of my temper, but the people here have taken me in, and while they'll never replace my brothers, they're the only family I have left here.
He kind of looks and bows. He kind of like looks over to you. Just like, when you finish eating, we'll go. He
Yes,
just kind of
Master.
like sits there and begins to meditate in his own right. Just sitting in the center of the chamber.
I stand up and I kind of move off to the corner while he's meditating, and I just kind of stare at the wall for a while, and maybe Osgood might be the only one to see that I'm like Kelma's holding back tears for a second, but he's not trying to show weakness in front of his master.
He watches him for a very long moment and then sort of pulls out a single silver coin from within his coat and flips in his hand absently before putting it back and walking the other way.
Is anybody else doing anything?
Trovik's just kind of taking everything in, relaxing on one of the
Mhm.
broken down pews.
Mm. Okay.
I'm just walking back in the room, also taking a seat.
Leaning against the pillar, just watching everything.
Mhm.
I'd probably like poke my head over towards the group at some point and be like, "It looks like a fucking tornado hit this place."
Can't understand a word you're saying, Chi. You're
Hey,
breaking up.
Your mic's having issues.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
You're coming like cleared and unclear is weird.
All right.
I
Try it again. Go for it.
yeah, but floor is yours,
Sorry.
Chi.
What?
Floor is yours. Try again.
Oh, okay. It looks like a tornado hit this place. Everything's been torn apart.
Mm.
And
What do you
Kelma
think
hears that. He
happened
turns to his master. He's like, Master, you've always been one to be so orderly, even with the most simple we have. Weird seeing you in a place this orderly. How did you get here? If you helped that wizard.
It looks to you and just. Well, we all failed, didn't we? It's not like you can just stick around after attempting a coup. And I'm sure you've seen the souls that wander from the graveyard.
Yeah.
You had to get away. And hide away until another opportunity presented itself. Found out pretty early on you can't leave this place. So,
Understood, Master. I look to the party and I'm like, I cooked some food. It's not much, but I feel warm food right now is probably best. Kind of
Suppose so.
mhm.
pull out a pan and just kind of have it on the ground for anyone to pick up whatever I cooked.
Yes. Okay. So after a moment, Rohan just kind of looks over and almost in a questioning gaze. Just waiting on you to be ready.
What?
He's just kind of waiting for you to finish eating, be ready, and then
Gotcha.
to begin
Uh,
go training and doing the thing.
Gotcha.
Um,
I finish eating and I just look at the rest of the party to see if they. And I just have the food down. I'm like, if anyone wants any, it's here. But I need to find out what training my master wants from me. I'll be back.
And Rohan kind of looks at the rest of the group. It's like, make yourselves comfortable. Nothing has attacked this abbey yet. He kind of laughs and chuckles a little bit as he walks down the hallway, beckoning Kelma to follow. And Kelma follows.
Do you allow spectators for your trading?
He kind of looks over. I don't see why not. He kind of looks at Kelma and he's like, if that is alright with you, of course.
That is fine. Rovik has a warrior spirit as well, and he's been teaching me how to focus my anger in a different way. I'm still learning to control it, but in these lands, it might be a good tool.
He kind of like looks at you quizzically a little bit, nods, and motions Trovic to follow as well. So as you all kind of just like sit in this abbey, this temple, it's still around like probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like it's not late by any means, because you all rested the entire day before you had this encounter in the morning. He kind of walks in the back into a larger room with Trovik and Kalma, and he begins a training session as similar to the customs and form and style that have always gone on between you and your master. The few and far between the sparring sessions were a ways to get through to you that sometimes wasn't always clear with just words and communication. He explains that through your initial teachings, you're being taught how to be on the defensive, how to be able to react, how to be able to stop problems after they arose. He mentions that your frustration comes from the fact that you live in a defensive mindset. You live in a reactionary mindset. And he offers to train you in a more offensive style, a more combat forward style, more aggressive take initiative style. And through about 4.5 or so hours of training, back and forth, just working with weapons here and there. And he shows off a mastery of multiple different skills with different weapons and different techniques, fighting styles, and just at some points almost blowing your mind with just the amount of variety that there is in the craft that you selected to be a part of. Yeah, and Trovik, you watch as just like student and master are just almost in this weird sync. Like at first, the training's overwhelming. Kalman doesn't seem to be getting it. But quickly he picks it up, and then it just becomes this fluid motion of just ebb and flow of both of these fighting styles as Kalman begins to pick up on the principles that his master's teaching him. Right at about the end of the 4.5 hour training session, your master, Rohan, kind of looks down at you, sweating, tired. Everything is heavy. And he just kind of looks up and bows in your direction. And he mentions that he has something that he found in the temple that he thinks that should belong to you.
Master?
Kind of walks back into another back room for a moment. You hear the shuffling of some boxes, some storage, some things.
I just kind of look over at Trovik and shrug. Like,
I shrug back.
And he comes back out with something that appears to be in some sort of like a cloth wrapping. Seems to be folded up. And he kind of brings the cloth wrapping out and he hands this bundled cloth wrapping to you. He's like, this protected these monks in their time of need. I can get out of situations pretty well myself, but I feel like you're too hard-headed to know when to run.
Kamal just starts laughing. He's just, yeah, you know me, Master. Ever since I was a youngling, I always wanted to fight, to protect. Sometimes I forget about my own well-being at times.
Kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and just like, this will help you to stand up a little longer.
Yes. I
And
look and I start unwrapping the cloth.
as you pull back this little cloth wrap and this packaging, more or less, that he's made for this item, you notice a white ghee of sorts. Like it's got the symbol on the left-hand side of the chest that is basically a fist with 3 knuckles, just like emblazoned on it. And this gi, it's padded, but it's more than that. He kind of looks at you and it's a little weighted, but it's also armor plated. And he kind of looks over it. Just to allow you to move and do everything to the best of your ability. But it might protect you from getting stabbed or shot or anyway.
Oh, wow. I'm just looking at the gi. I'm just kind of speechless at the moment. And I look up back to the Rohan, and he's wearing kind of like rags at the moment, right? Like his outfit is messed up.
Yeah, his outfit is not like the worst. It's just like you can see that he's got only a few outfits and he like travels in them. Like torn up and tattered is probably the wrong way to describe it at first. It's more like just like weather worn, like walking through the snow, all this other shit. Like
yeah,
seen better days.
I
But
pull
it's not
out
like it's completely to shit.
Yeah, I pull out my original my original robes, and I hand it to him, and I'm like, this way we always have a connection to the past.
He kind of looks out.
And I
Takes
handle
it
my
from you.
and I handle my old training robes.
Kind of looks down, smiles, nods, and just. You've come a long way.
Thank you for what you've done for me, Master. I wouldn't have been here without you and my brothers. After what happened to my family.
Mm. Just kind of looks at you, nods. We'll get back someday.
Together, Master.
He nods and looks at you once again, and then just kind of. Well, we should probably get back. Sure, the others are probably bored to tears in this here abbey.
I'm sure. And I guess since I am holding the new robes, I guess I'll put them on.
Okay. I've already added it to your inventory on DnDBeyond. Just refresh and equip.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
That is an armored gi. It increases your AC and things by 1.
Oh, sweet.
And doesn't count as armor for the purposes of all your unarmored shit. So.
Oh, okay. Do I have? I don't have to attend to it, right?
I don't think so. You might check the bottom. But yeah. So, after a very intense training session, a heartfelt moment, you all see Trovik, Kalma, and Rohan kind of coming back out to the main chamber. Casimir and Esmeralda have been sitting in the corner. Having a unique conversation. Casimir in his clear distaste of the Vistani because the living conditions that he's been in are not the best. And Esmeralda, being a Vistani, didn't have a dull moment in the room while this training and things was going on. But they seem to have settled down for the time being, and the group is more or less in this foyer chamber.
I'm like laying on one of the pews, head in hands, just like, God, I don't like this. Like there's like it looks like he has a migraine. He's very, very uncomfortable.
Fair enough.
Master, do you have any warm clothes or a coat we could give the old man?
Oi, I'm a monster hunter, I'll have you know. I'm not just an old... Whatever. Thank you.
You can freeze just as well as anyone else.
Kind of. Let's see. Does he have cold clothes? Let's see. Yeah,
He does.
yeah, he could find you something.
Holy shit, okay, that
If you're
works.
warm enough clothes. He kind of like stumbles back into the back again. Another 5 or so minutes go by. He comes out. He's got warm, bundly clothes. They're a bit themed though. Like they're very like.
I'm assuming they're themed with the temple.
Like very like. I don't know. Like very fuzzy hats. Very like thick, fuzzy, like almost
You're
like
talking
dress
like
style.
Russian?
Kind of.
Hell
Not
yeah.
not exactly, but in that theater of style, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, he'll
It's
take
like a
him
heavier
happily.
coat made of furs and pelts. Almost like what appears to be like a raccoon style hat type thing. Just like
I
very
can imagine it,
rustic,
and I think
warm
it does
clothing.
fit. Yeah.
But
Alright,
yeah.
he'll take him.
He's wearing an Ashanka.
Sure.
Essentially, eh?
Nice.
But yeah, you could outfit the old man with some somewhat warm clothes. It's -10 degrees, so everything's cold. But the group kind of gathers themselves once again. Rohan looks you all over and just, so you're going to the temple.
Apparently
Uh,
not today, then. Because if it's been
Hmm.
4.5 hours, it's like 5:30 in the evening at this
I
point.
don't know.
True.
Yeah.
We've had a long day. We should get some rest before we head to the temple.
They've had a
Oh.
long day.
Well, I mean, like, it's a long walk, too, you know.
Yes.
Nothing really happened, but it was a long walk.
Mhm.
Mm. I mean, I could have done the
Some of us
temple
are old.
thing.
If Osgood could death glare, he probably would.
I think the Minotaur was referring to himself.
Ah,
Sure.
I mean, you are old.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, you guys can rest here for the night if you'd like to. If you don't wish to proceed today, that's fine. Brian definitely has space for you, obviously, in this empty abbey of sorts.
Well, before anything, I turned to Rohan and I just kind of very briefly explained that we're heading to the temple.
I'm just gonna. This is the only thing up here. Nobody even knew about this monastery, so.
Do you want to come with us, Master? I, or what would you like to do, Master? I don't want to leave you here on the mountain after our business is done with the temple.
Kind of looks and just like, oh, you know. I can figure that out when the time comes, but I wanted to go to the temple at some point. It's a suicide mission to go alone, from what I heard. But I would be curious to see what these monks were actually guarding up here.
Very
Bad
true.
news, from what I hear.
I get the feeling I know what that is.
I'm just kind of like, I mean, I found some of their scrolls and some of their writings, and it all seemed to deal with their entire order's purpose was to guard this place.
wouldn't surprise me.
Yes. So we rest here for the night. We head off in the morning. The horses should be fine. Keep them close enough to the fire. And kind of like begins to retire to one of the back rooms. It's like there are some beds further over in the back corner.
Yes,
Just want
master.
to find a place to sleep in here. You're more than welcome to.
Kelma just bows. I guess master's off, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he's wandering off. He's going to his room. But it's just kind of like the house is yours type deal. But yeah. Alright. So, does anybody want to do anything before sleepy time?
Yes.
Ooh.
Does Ezzy have a crossbow?
I believe she does have a crossbow. Yes.
Yeah. I am gonna, at some point, either during the evening or when the training was going on or whatever, have kind of gone guiltily to her and given her 5 of her silver bolts back and 15 of my
I would have
bolts.
done the
Oh
same.
my god. That's fucking hilarious. Good on you. Okay.
The
Alright.
the
I was wondering if
guilt-driven,
that was going to come into play. I was
the
like,
guilt-driven assassin. The
Yeah.
assassin who was guilty.
it's like, I mean, we did blow up your cart, and I took your crossbow bolts, and your chicken, and now
Yeah. Yeah.
oh no, the
I
chicken's
don't-
back with Rictavia. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
is with
Chicken
Rictavia.
is back with Octavio.
Oh, that's dangerous. Okay.
So she has 5 silver crossbows, and I give her 15 of my bolts because she didn't use her crossbow because she didn't have bolts.
Right.
Did I have silver bolts? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think
If
so.
you've got silver
mean-
bolts, hand them over.
I mean, I have silver
gonna
bolts,
say,
but
did-
no one's
I-
ever asked me.
I just didn't know. If
I am the
she-
only one that uses their crossbow, and no one has bothered to give me actual ammo that can damage things. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Never brought up the fact that you needed them.
Oh, it hurts me so good. Anyway,
Fine. I don't actually know that you have those because you still haven't told me.
Because you've never asked if anybody has any.
So MTC,
mhm.
it says that I, as a cleric, can create holy water by performing a ritual over an hour and using 25 GP worth of powdered silver. I don't have powdered silver. Never mind.
I mean, anyone got a couple of large rocks?
I mean,
Seeing Bren give her silvered and bows, I give
Oh my god.
I give Gwen 10 silvered bolts and 30 regular bolts,
Ooh.
bruh.
And a load
Which is-
of bolts.
which is literally every bolt I have.
bruh.
The guilty bolt giving, I swear.
I have so
Merry
many
Christmas,
bolts right
motherfucker.
now.
Do you want
come early for Brainwell?
do you want an extra crossbow too?
It's not like I can dual wield them.
The salt is
That would be
real.
cool.
I have a couple javelins.
So now you have
I
10
have a
extra
revolver.
silvered bolts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I give Ezzy 10. So I have 10 and she has 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! 2 of us can do some damage.
Hey, hit.
Mhm.
Mm,
If you hit.
Thanks, MTC.
It wasn't me who started it. You give me crap. Fig said it first. Calm down.
I didn't hear Fig say it. I hear you say it.
Anyway.
Kelmo just starts wandering around the area, the whole temple, just kind of investigating, seeing if he sees
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
useful. Other than rations, he's not looking because he wants to leave that for Rohan. No.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Make a investigation check for me.
Invest. I have 0. I got 16.
hey,
Okay. So, So, as you're kind of poking around the monastery, you notice more and more symbols that seem to be to tribal gods of some sort, or regional, like, deities that people worship, creatures, figures, what have you. You see more and more markings of the Seeker just laden around this temple. You check one of the larger rooms, the one in the southwest of the building, and you notice that this used to be at one point like a dining hall or a banquet hall. There are a number of tables, number of chairs, number of utensils and food, prep items and things like that stuck away in a cabinet. One of the walls is completely gashed out by time or weather or something else. And you do feel that the snow is kind of blowing in this direction. The remaining walls seem to kind of like keep this area cold while the rest of the building is not. But you don't really find anything of value. A lot of the scripts and things like that that you found just searching around, a lot of it just crumbles as you try and pick it up. It's old stuff. It's been lost to time for the most part.
I just walk back into the main hall. I walk around and looked at stuff, and found rune things I can't read. That's about it.
Runes, you say?
Yeah,
Typically,
just runes
runes
to
are
whatever.
magical.
Magical. I turned
Maybe.
to Gaynor. Mage. That sounds like your thing.
Hell if I fucking know.
Not a mage.
I mean, he here knows languages and wants to take a look.
I know most of the demonic languages.
I mean, I
Looks
know Infernal.
mildly guilty.
I mean, I know Infernal, but I don't think it was written in Infernal.
I could go with Abyssal.
I have
Probably not written in Minotaur.
Or
Draconic.
You never know.
I know Undercommon.
I mean, let's go take a look.
Let's
I'll
go.
have a look.
People that know languages, let's go.
I'm gonna, yeah. Trovik's gonna pass.
Okay, so people
Feels
who know
right.
languages
Let me
are
get it
going. So the runes are. Let's see. That's a good question. What are the runes? The runes are
Natural
Written
20.
in gibberish.
Yeah, I know.
nice. No, the runes are written in Sylvan.
Nope.
Mm.
Again,
No
the one
wonder.
time I
Oh, for
don't
fuck's
take
sake, the
Sylvan.
one time I don't take it.
The one time. Nope.
Well,
Hang on. Can those of us that speak Elvish get something from it? Because Elvish is derived from Sylvan.
Yes.
I speak Elvish.
So as
I
to
do as
who
well.
get Elvish have broken knowledge of some of this.
It'd be like reading
no fucking clue what it
Spanglish.
means. I'm over here.
The runes kind of speak to some sort of a ritual. Some sort of sealing. Some form of old magic, but like you can't make out enough of it to figure out exactly what is being talked about. Sealing something tied to the land.
But you know what happens now.
As a blood hunter, I have advantage to history checks related to Fey, Fiends, and the Undead. Can I make a history check to see if this relates to Fey?
Sure.
It's Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
I was going to say. Yeah, you're pretty much not. Yeah. I mean, it is
20.
Sylvan. It generally relates to the Fae, Fiends, and the Wild.
But would I know anything related to this?
I
Like,
mean, not particularly. Nothing more than you would have gotten with
I
your
mean-
history checks.
Yeah, if you can't read it, how would you know anything about it? Right.
more just like taking what broken things other people are saying and trying to like search my own memory. I guess from what I've researched and read. You know?
I'd probably say no on that one. It's a stretch.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
I cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
What do I sense?
Oh my gosh, I'm so done with you. Um, one day you will not cast detect magic, and you will be rewarded for doing so.
Well, we have no leads.
I know. There's not much to lead.
Exactly.
The tree is emanating magic. The shrine is emanating magic.
I walk up to the tree, and I just kind of go down into like a meditation position, and I put my hand on the tree, and I just kind of say to everybody like, my master and I, we do a lot of meditation in this way. Maybe it was similar for the monks in this temple. And I put my hand on the tree and I just kind of close my eyes to just
Close your eyes.
meditate a bit.
You meditate with your hand on the tree for the better part of 10 minutes or so. Just sitting there. Nothing happens.
Yeah,
You
well,
get
sure.
nothing spiritual out of it. You're just sitting there with your hand on a tree. Then after about 10 minutes or so, you realize that if something was going to happen, it would have happened.
Yeah.
Well, he
Doesn't
does.
look like that's working.
I put my hand on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
I reach in my pocket and I pull out a little feather. And I cast Identify on the tree.
Cast Identify on the tree.
'Tis a tree. An
It
oak
is a
tree.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
No,
it's
it's an imbued magical object, so I get to understand what that
This
object
is
is
the
and what's
last
imbued
march
with.
of the end.
I know. Squirrels live here.
It is. So the magic doesn't technically come from the tree. It comes from the ground around the tree. It is a equivalent to a hallow spell based on this entire sanctuary or abbey. It shows and radiates from the tree itself because it's the centerpiece and it's one of the most well taken care of things. Druidic magic that you sense around the tree itself is just like a extremely strong growth spell. It's continuously cast on this land to make this tree as live and as vibrant as possible.
Weird.
Okay. So it's like
But the ground itself is hallowed.
ground itself is hollow.
So, I guess we're on like
Sick.
just hollowed ground.
Sacred space at a temple.
Yeah,
Right.
sacred space
Yeah.
of a temple.
Cool. Now that we have that solved.
I guess.
I'm just
I mean-
watching both of you like stare at a tree.
Touch a tree, stare at a tree. The tree didn't ask to be touched. What do you know?
With their consent.
He's consent.
It's a good set.
Oh no.
Does anyone
speak to
else want to
plants?
do anything to the hollowed ground?
Can I ask Gaynor, like, was the tree the only thing that was magical in this place?
Yeah, the tree and the shrine.
Yeah, the shrine's
Shrine.
also magical.
Which shrine?
The shrine that we're in.
Yeah, it's the shrine, like right here-ish.
This is why I passed.
Yeah.
Everybody's
mean-
doing like the sitcom thing.
Yep.
I could cast
Thought you meant
Identify
to-
on the shrine. It would probably be like what's casting the continuous
Mm-hmm.
spell. Would be my guess.
Yeah.
Probably not worth
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, I
I mean,
could
you could always
dispel
cast
it.
Identify.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get the same result. I could dispel it
I
and
mean,
kill
you
the
might.
count.
There might be something different. You don't know.
Fine, I cast Identify on it to see what it is.
Okay.
Everyone else
Identify.
looks off.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
So as everybody else walks off from Gaynor, and he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Identify on the shrine. You realize that this shrine is much more than the sum of its parts. This is a. This is almost like a tether. It's holding something very powerful down. You're not sure
Oh, that's not
exactly
good.
what in relation to it. It's almost like a magical anchor, if that makes sense. Like metaphorical anchor.
Right.
And
The
it's
Tarask!
Interesting.
very different from the actual hallowed spell that was on the tree and the grounds itself. This magic is not classified identifiable. It is simply considered like old. I'm trying to think. Probably like old. It would probably either be conjuration or
Right.
right. Yeah, but like it's fucking ancient magic.
Okay, I walk back into the room, and I'm like, so I want to do something stupid.
I whip my head around from the shrine and look at you.
I just kind of, you just hear from the background, Kemal says, like, why announce it? Do it anyway.
What else is new?
Well, something's being held here. And if it's the Seeker, I don't know if she's going to be happy to be released or not.
Then don't do it.
But
Don't be a twat.
what if she's happy to be released?
Okay. Seeker? What?
Kemal stands up for a second and goes, my master has lived here for a couple years, or at least a year and a half, and he says that this place kept good records. Why don't we ask my master?
Or search through the records ourselves. Surely he's not telling us everything that he just got.
I just kind of gesture to like look around.
I mean,
Alright,
he
so
can at least point us in the direction of the records so that we can look at them.
Yeah, and I mean,
That's a good point.
yeah, as you kind of approach Rohan and ask him, you know, what do about the Seeker and things like that. He does point to just a small collection of scrolls that have been maintained from the monks of this era. They're in the bedroom, the side room that he sleeps in as well. For the most part, most of the stuff in this temple is unusable, save these 8 or 9 scrolls that actually have decent information on them. The Seeker was an old god of Barovia. There's a story that re-regards 3 beings known as the Fanes. It goes into slight detail of the Seeker, the Watcher, and the Huntress. And the 3 parts were part of a god as a whole in Barovia in ancient times. Seems to have a lot of ritualistic meaning to the Order of the Guardian Monks, who took their job guarding the Ember Temple very seriously. The rest of the notes are somewhat useless. Just clerical stuff.
Yesterday morning,
text.
Jim stole something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he stole, but he seemed to be guilty. We all confronted him about it.
But yeah, I mean, it's not a whole lot that you get from it about what could possibly be tethered here. Doesn't seem like the monks would have had that knowledge or information. I mean, from your identify, you would. you would know that some sort of ritual is part of this binding. I don't know if that helps or not, but might just confuse more. But that's basically what you get out of it all.
So, I think we need to be very careful because I don't know if you guys remember, but we were told that the Fanes are. Oh my god, my notes even this good.
Are your notes even this good?
No, my notes are not this good. The Fanes are part of what binds Strahd?
We probably shouldn't release this.
Okay.
My thoughts exactly. Let's not touch something that is apparently sealing magic.
Just watch. We give Strahd more power than ever. He becomes a true god.
Okay. So,
Flutus says touch it.
as you all decide not to mess with the shrine any further, and you all begin to turn in for the night. Is anybody taking watches for the evening?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd take first, but
I'm not.
Kelma goes by to wherever his master is sleeping, by the door, I guess, and he just kind of pops a squat in front of the door, like playing a guard dog.
So I guess Kelmar's not sleeping.
No, he's
at least
sleeping.
he ain't watching him sleep.
Yeah, just in front of the door. He's being very protective right now.
Okay, so Osgood, Branwen. Who's on 3?
I guess
Fine.
well, okay.
Okay. Alright. So, Osgood, make a perception check for me for the first couple hours of the rest.
Robot Osgood.
Robot Osgood.
16.
Okay. Yeah, dude, your mic's cutting out really bad. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. While
Alright.
while I'm doing this,
Nope.
can I?
Nope, not better.
God damn.
Sorry. Why are you doing this?
Prayer. Can I offer prayer to the shrine?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Can I offer a prayer to the shrine?
Sure.
I'm gonna sort of do what I would usually do, where I was contacting the other power, but I'd like to see if I can contact the seeker.
Okay. So to attempt to contact the seeker from this altar, you attempt to go through it the same way you would normally contact your current patron, for lack of a better term. You spend the better part of 10-15 minutes trying to connect and speaking in your own mind, attempting to communicate, and you get no response back.
Okay, that's about all I'd try.
Okay.
You'd hear him mutter something and sort of switch pace after that. And he would offer a completely different prayer. I don't know. Pretty much nobody would probably be awake to hear this, but he would say something along the lines of, "Then to keep a guardian of fate, keep watch over my eyes and my steps, and allow me to sail on a calm sea." And then close his eyes for a very long time. Then open them and go back to keeping watch.
Okay. Alright. So your watch goes over for the most part with no issue.
Right.
Before we get to Branwen's watch, I need Branwen to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Come on, Reverend. Come on.
Come on, Dan, when you got this.
You do this. Oh,
It's probably a no.
Okay. So, it's cold in these mountains, but it's not as cold as the dreams that you're having, the feelings that you're feeling. It's
You think that was
painful.
cold?
It's a feeling of almost like extreme chill that you're not used to. And you know you're dreaming, but it's assailing you at every moment in turn. You're having visions of walking through the snow, trekking up this mountain once again. And on the path, you see this doll appear and then disappear. You look down the hill behind you, and you see the doll again. And it just seems to keep appearing here and there, and there and here. And then it flashes to this chamber, in this hall that you're in. But you don't see any of your friends or your companions here. As you walk to the front of this hall and kind of look around behind you, you see sitting on the first two pews are small little dolls. A Lamb, a Trovik, a Kelma, an Irina, an Osgood, an Esmeralda, a Rohan, and a Victavia.
Oh, fuck, it's all of them.
And you see that one space is empty. And normally where this dream would come into some violence or angst that you're waiting for, you wake up as Osgood is shaking you awake for your watch.
Come on, get up.
God, I hate dreams.
I know your pain. I currently have an angry god in my head.
Angry gods, kill a doll.
Good point. I suppose we're kind of equal risk here. All right, go on.
Yes. Well, at least you can try and get some sleep.
I don't dream. And then I sort of shake my head and go off to bed.
I glare at him as he does so.
You hear a faint chuckle.
Cool.
Okay.
Watch, do watch,
Hmm.
watch.
Watch. Need you to make a perception check for me.
Boop. Oh. Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay. No, I will not restart my computer now. You stop it. The whole
roll-
thing just like popped up and
just
blocked out
end.
my chat and everything else. I'm sorry, what was that roll?
8.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, no, I
closes.
understand the S and the S. Okay.
Perception roll was that bad.
Alright.
So bad it breaks reality.
So as you kind of wrestle yourself from this screwery of a dream that you've been having, you kind of sit up, begin to take your watch. You're pretty on top of things for the first hour and a half or so. And it's not like you're fading off or anything like that. It's just you're not really paying attention to everything around. Like you're keeping an eye out, but you know, it's wouldn't be a stretch for something to sneak up on the group at this point, just based on the lack of focus that you have. Fortunately, nothing from the outside seems to. I need you to make me another perception check.
Please, for the love of God, roll better. It rolled better.
Yeah.
So, as you're sitting there watching over everybody sleep, you can hear the cold wind pounding the outside of the building. Even though it's heavy stone, you still hear it whipping against the wall. And as you look over near the fire, you notice a
Ah!
small little doll that seems to be sitting on one of the pews. I'm looking in your direction.
Are we sleeping how we are now? Please tell me you guys are sleeping
I
how we are now.
don't know. Depends on where y'all decided to fall asleep, I guess. You didn't specify.
This is where I decided to fall asleep.
Yeah, I'd be falling asleep where I currently am.
Okay.
Wicked.
I would say for the most part, then everybody's in their spots. Yeah, we'll say that.
Cool. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the doll and kind of reach over and start poking Truvik,
Mm-hmm.
trying not to take my eyes off the doll.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, I'd say you can poke Trovik. And Trovik, you feel tiny fingers poking into your side. Poke, poke, poke.
I'm silent.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, I had to refresh. I didn't see
good.
the tokens on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, that's not good.
Okay.
So yeah, everybody's where they are sleeping more or less.
Yes.
Branwen is poking you while keeping her eyes on the little doll that's in the room now.
Okay. I awake.
Dun dun. You awake.
What is it?
Please tell me you can see what I'm staring at right now, the other side of the fire.
Do I see the thing that she's staring at the other side of the fire?
Yes, you do. And she has pointed it out to you. It is a doll that is sitting there. Appears to be lifeless. But it's sitting angled up on the pew.
Oh fuck.
I stand up and bring out my axe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that there's two eyes on it, I'm gonna still keep my eyes on it and start rotating to wake up Gaynor.
Okay.
Wake
I'm just
everybody up.
yeah, like this is not good. Poke.
Poke,
While
poke.
she's doing that, I'll approach slowly and sort of kick Kelma.
Sort of kick Kilma. Okay.
Didn't he say he was sleeping in his master's door?
Oh yeah, and that would be sorry.
Okay, so he's
Yeah,
not here.
I apologize.
I
apologize. So I'll move it to there because these things. So
I guess Sabi in front of the door, like I was just like sitting there.
Yeah. Because you would have been. Yeah.
But you'll have to call out to me.
I apologize. So
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to get
Of course,
on the
unless-
opposite side of the fire from the doll.
I mean, if I start hearing chaos, I'm going to wake up and go.
No,
but-
that's fair. That's fair.
I mutter something about Worcestershire sauce under my breath.
You
Roll
were
over.
asleep, good sir.
I know.
Okay. So
I roll over and keep sleeping.
where are you all at? You're there, and you're there, and that's there, and that's there. Okay. All right. So you step over closer to the doll, who's still sitting there on the bench. This Gainer has been shaken awake by Branwen. I'm gonna say Esmeralda and Casimir are still asleep.
Haven't made too much noise yet. I'm just
No, not yet.
more friends better.
Mm-hmm.
And
What are you doing? Are you doing anything?
I mean, I'm confused.
now dagger in hand, I'm pointing at the thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a doll.
I'm going to continue to approach the doll.
Mm-hmm. As you approach the doll, I need you to make a what is it? Wisdom saving throw. we'll say with advantage.
Why can't I see dice roll?
Because I
know.
don't think
Wicked didn't turn it on.
didn't turn it
Yeah.
No, like I literally can't see them in chat.
Oh.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh no.
Everybody refresh.
I'm gonna refresh right
So
now.
let's just fix it.
I'm
I'm
fine.
gonna refresh mine as well, so that way. Oh goodness.
That's better. Okay.
Yep. So
Technical difficulties, everybody.
it'll be okay.
Yay, technology.
So as you approach closer, Trovik, you see the head of this doll kind of turn and begin to track you as you walk up close to it. That is a you rolled a 13.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fail. Okay, so you are frightened of this creature.
Oh.
So you can no longer move close towards it for the duration of a minute. You can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of your turns to attempt to save from that.
So do we see that he's physically scared of this thing?
Yeah, like he's walking up with the axe and then just like stops almost. About 10 feet away or so and just like stops standing still.
This isn't good.
What's wrong, big man?
Am I able to speak?
I mean, you're able
Okay.
to speak. It's just like you are frightened of this doll. Like it has creeped
This,
out.
yeah, this thing seems to be alive.
That is the thing from my dreams.
um, it's going to stand up on the bench that it's sitting on,
Oh.
Jesus.
and it's now just going to kind of look up at Trovik. And this doll's mouth is sewn on, but you can almost see like this curling smile come from the thread itself that is the stitched mouth on this creature or this girl or whatever this thing is. Yeah, fun stuff. Okay, so I need everyone to make a perception check for me in the room, at least Gaynor, Branwyn, Trovik. Still the only ones who are awake.
Come on.
20.
Nice.
Wow, no, I can't see numbers. What the hell?
That's
I
even
think I hate this
worse.
website. Yeah, no, this is real bad because I need to see numbers. Come on, you.
Just to let you know, Brandon got a 10,
There we go. I
Gaynor
see.
got a
Yeah,
20,
10,
and
20,
Trevor got
15. I see it
15.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Okay, so that is. Roll a d20, add some things. Oh my god, my virtual dice just died. That's not good. Okay, so it stands up and kind of looks over at Trovik for a moment, and then it kind of cocks its head to the side and looks towards Branwyn.
Mm.
It is then going to disappear.
Is this a spell?
Is this a spell? These are good questions. This is magically teleports. I would say,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say magically teleports makes it a spell.
Okay.
Okay. So it attempts to magically teleports.
Seeing it cock its head, I cast Counterspell.
Okay. Alright, and that is of 3rd level or lower. It gets dispelled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as it attempts to vanish and disappear, you counterspell it, and it stays exactly in the spot that it was in. It kind of looks over to you now, Gaynor, and Button Eyes, but you can see anger in Button Eyes for some reason.
Like the little brows like go across.
Yeah, it's the cutest, most deadly looking thing you've ever seen. Yeah. It is then going to take a step over the pew, land on the ground, and begin walking under the next pew. And get to right about here.
It's just have us like a cyan aura of evil energy.
I need both Branwyn and Gaynor to make wisdom saving throws for me.
I'm gonna check one thing.
Oh no!
Oh fuck!
1 second.
Nim, no.
This is not
Oh
good.
no.
This is not good.
That thing is the bane of your existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really annoyed. I'm the one who gave the DM this monster.
Blow on the goddamn dice.
You should take the luck feat from.
What are you looking at, Gaynor?
Nothing. Never mind. I lied. Okay. Apologies.
What
I
are
was
you
reading
wisdom save for?
with the whole new stuff. I was
Gotcha.
seeing if
There
there's
you go.
anything. All right.
Roll
So
the wisdom
wisdom.
save for me. Yeah, wisdom save for me.
20.
Oh, very nice. You make the save. You are not frightened of this creature. Branwyn, you did not make the save.
Yeah, she's frightened of it.
You are frightened of this creature. You cannot progress towards it, yada yada yada, frightened until the start of its next turn. However, at this point, I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
We need loud noise.
I'm asleep. Hi.
I'm asleep too. Like,
Hold on, let me clear the tracker first.
this might be a good time.
And actually, we're going to roll initiative, take a break, and then we'll come back. Because that seems like the best way.
Yeah. Yay.
Just for ease of things. So we can all take a stretch break and do a thing.
my token doesn't exist at 15.
Well, your token does exist. But
Hell yeah. That's what I wanted.
I matched with Mr.
I like how I got pretty high initiative and I have no idea what.
Mood. He hears a single step be taken that sounds like
Yeah, I know.
fabric feet, and he's like, "I know what this is."
I know.
Like an action hero, he springs.
Okay. All right. So we have initiative down. That's everybody in order. We are going to take our 10-minute break, and we will come back and do this whole crazy thing.
All right, so
God,
okay, all right, everybody. Make sure you tell everybody to come back in 10 minutes and bring some friends. Get as many people in here as possible. We truly appreciate you guys' support, and we'll be back in 10, so that way we can get started with our first battle of the session. See you then. Welcome, everybody, to the second half of session 21 of Curse of Strahd. Welcome, everyone, for coming on in. Again, if you want to catch up to any of the past sessions, make sure you go to One Shot Tavern, where all these sessions are uploaded. Just type in !D into chat, and you get a link to that. If you want video game news, just make sure you type in !DB for a link to Digital Boundaries News. Now, we're on to MTZ for the second half and the start of this battle.
All right. So, everybody rolled initiative before we went on break. So, we've got that squared away. The only people who are currently awake are Trovik, Gaynor, and Branwyn at the moment. So, everybody who's not currently awake, I'm going to have perception checks be made on your turn to see if you or that person potentially wakes up or notices what the hell's going on. So, Awesome. All right. So Esmeralda is going to make her. All right. So she is still asleep. Gianor, it is your turn.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm unmuted.
Now you're unmuted. You got it, buddy. What are you doing, Gan?
From his cloak, Ganar lifts up his rod of the pack,
Yeah.
and
Rod of the
using
pack,
that, using that pack slot, I cast Shroud of Spirits, which spirits start coming from the ground and shroud. Oh, it did the attack.
Oh,
Whoops.
okay.
What? Okay. Well, now I know how that works.
Yeah. Good to know. I mean, it's a new thing. It's good to know. It's good to learn. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Oh wow, that's weird. It rolled it all separately. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I thought I was just gonna like say I casted it.
Why would you not just take the same number? That's dumb.
Yeah, let's ignore that happened.
Sorry,
Alright.
continue. I agree.
So,
I just okay.
Spirit shroud me, and then I cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay.
So my first roll.
Spirit Shroud is a bonus action?
It is a bonus action, yes.
Okay. Very nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Plus
Yeah,
an
24.
extra. I think it does a D8. Let's see. So I want to roll that just individually rather than all three. So yeah, plus 1 increases by 1d8. When you cast a spell using a spell slot at 4th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8. So yeah, I'm casting at 4th level.
Yeah,
So it's 2d8. So I rolled 2d8 of radiant damage on top of that.
Okay,
8.
so 8 points of radiant damage on top of that.
So 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8, got it.
And then I cast, and then another Eldritch Blast. Is that a hit or miss?
That is going to miss.
Okay, so it's pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. In that direction, but not
Right in the
there.
fire.
Mm.
Boo.
It's a straight line, don't you move me. I don't hear it. Minus 14, minus 8. Oh no, you get up here. Minus 8. There we go. Okay. Alright, so, as it's pushed back, doesn't really have an expression on its face. You're just kind of like blasting this doll 10 feet backwards. And what is Spirit Shroud? Oh, that's just the increased damage. Guy.
Yeah, if he's within 10 feet of me. Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. Alright, Kelma.
Okay,
you
I would
need to
have
make-
I would have heard this.
Yeah, I would say make a perception check, but the DC is like low.
Rolls a 1.
I know, pretty much.
I mean, there's
Personally.
always a chance.
15.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That
that's
was
good enough.
close.
Yeah, no. Alright. So, you rouse leaning by Rohan's door, and you just kind of see through your blurred vision right over by the campfire. You can see this strange-looking doll thing right at the top of these stairs here.
Remember I've seen that thing before.
No, you've seen it
Yeah.
before.
Oh,
It's-
okay. I'll just make sure.
It's just manifested in this world.
Okay.
And it's a thing now.
Because I've heard that blast and I hear that,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
immediately would rage seeing that thing. So I'll go into. Hold on, where is it?
Yep.
Where?
You rage.
Whoops.
Uh-huh.
No. What was that? I was just trying to show it.
Oh, there.
There it goes.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, a lot of text.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of text. Wall of text. All
You
right,
do
so
the rage. Yes.
yeah, I immediately do the rage, and I charge forward using pretty much almost all my movement at 45, so I'll be like right there.
Yep.
Whoops. That is how you do it. And while I'm run out, I just scream, Rohan. And I just get there, and I immediately try to kick that thing in the fire.
Make an unarmed strike for me.
Well, actually, I'm not. Well, that's it. That's messed up. I use my quarterstaff to smack it once into the fire. My bad.
Okay. Make your attack roll. However you want to flavor it, guy.
21.
21.
Would that be considered a shove?
That hits.
Yeah, isn't that a oh, I don't know how that works.
So, usually the way a shove works is basically you forego the damage to attempt to shove something. So it would still be an attack roll made, it just doesn't do damage, it's more like a shove. It's the same thing with like trying to grapple somebody. You would roll your attack roll like normal, and then they would contest it type thing.
Gotcha.
Shove is same thing as like hitting their AC. Like, so.
Okay, well then I'm just going to just smack it with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a... well, no, I can't use a key point because I raged. Rage is a bonus action, right?
Rage is a bonus action, yes.
What was that? But I can use my key point, I guess, to pump a shot into my thing, because now I now have insight attack.
So I think the way that works is, I could be wrong.
I don't think that's a bonus.
I think it's
just a thing I could do.
Sorry. Concise shot. You can use a bonus action on your turn to make ranged attacks with a concise weapon. No.
Yeah, I thought there was like a pump something like
parry,
key into it.
Weapon. Huh. No, I don't see it.
I swear there was a thing that like if I hit something, I could pump more.
Yeah, I think there is
power into it. Maybe I just don't have it unlocked yet.
Are you talking about focused aim, the thing that you took?
Yeah, when I'm missing. Oh no, that's not. Oh no, never mind. I'll just hit him.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, I think focused aim is the thing I was thinking of, but that's only if you miss.
Mm-hmm.
So you could hit him. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
So
roll your damage.
Sorry, first time using this new power. I'm just.
New power, son.
Okay, it was one-handed.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 10.
10.
And I'm going to hit him again.
Alright.
16?
16 is going to miss.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm. No. Alright, so is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Brandon, what do you do?
Soon as my plan has been foiled,
Foiled plans.
I am going to put my dagger away, get my crossbow instead, because I can't get closer to this thing. So instead,
do people who are scared have to make a check?
Oh, on your turn.
I said it was at the end of the turn.
But that was the.
Frightened.
Well, I don't know.
You guys keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll come up to it.
I mean, it's going to change what I do if I can make my saving throw now.
Oh, right. Because you're freed.
Yeah.
I
think it's at the end.
Where did it go? Sorry. I will find this out right now for you. They can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're frightened unless you make the saving throw, in which case that's basically the end of your turn.
It's fine. I'm just going to step back instead.
Okay.
Oh.
Just a bit. Just so I'm trying to get line of sight without hitting.
Mm-hmm.
So a bit more than I wanted. Yeah, I'm going to shoot the thing because it hasn't gone yet. I have assassinate.
Okay.
I have remembered that exists.
Mm-hmm.
So I get advantage on the roll.
So it's a straight roll because you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is in line of sight.
Good thing I have advantage on the roll.
Yes. So flat rolls.
Wonderful.
Whoa.
Oh, it rolled advantage because. Why did it do that?
Because damage, advantage, all the other stuff.
No, but like.
Oh, why did it do that? That's very strange.
Okay, well, we can see the dice. So I rolled a 6. Oh my god. I rolled a 5 as the first one. Plus 5, so that's a 10. It misses.
Why in the hell did it roll it like that? That's so dumb.
I
Yeah,
tried
it's gonna miss.
Beyond 20's assassinate feature. Don't use it.
Don't be fancy.
Don't use it.
Okay, so yeah, so that would miss.
That would have been. No, it wouldn't have been a crit. But okay.
Mhm.
It's fine. It's
I
my
mean,
turn.
did it even roll right there? Like, what the hell is that? Like, that's weird.
I don't know.
Anyway,
re-rolled it.
yeah, I was about to say reroll that shit because I didn't.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's because it's an auto crit if the creature's surprised, so try to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but it says your D20 was a 1.
Right.
Wasn't a 5.
Uh,
Yeah.
If
Both
my, no,
both your
it's
D20s
saying
are
if
ones.
my D20 is greater than 1 plus 5.
Oh.
Anyway, it's up to you. I'll let you reroll it, but don't roll it with assassinate this time.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's how whole shit looks sideways.
It's not
14 is gonna miss. Yeah. Okay.
it's fine.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
That's my turn.
Osgood, make a perception check for me.
Oh, he's having trouble with.
Oh.
Right.
I rolled it, but
Uh,
assume I rolled low. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep going with this and just pretend that I didn't wake up.
okay.
Did the thing that we just tried to fix your mic with just break roll 20?
Possibly.
A little bit, but I think that I've got it. It's just a matter of getting everything fixed up.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
So, Osgood does not wake up. He was sleeping on the steps pretty heavy. Rohan is going to run in. Goodness gracious. It's 20, 40. Yep. He's going to get close, but not engage because there's not enough room in that frame of the door. Casimir does not wake up. I don't think. He might wake up. Does he wake up? Show me the dice. He does not wake up. Of course he doesn't. Shrovik, what are you doing?
Well, okay. I'm gonna forego that original plan. And
Challenge to forgo original plans today.
yeah, and I'm just gonna do what I do best, you know.
Like you do.
All right, where'd that do? There it is. Oof.
Yeah, that is gonna miss.
Let's see. Okay. I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Is that... Yes, that's correct. Okay. And then... Oh, never mind. I don't have that yet. Go ahead. Do I roll the save now?
For...
It's at the end. For the frightened...
Oh, I didn't roll my save.
right. Yeah, you're right. Roll it now. Yeah, roll it now. We'll make it retroactive. 'Cause technically, you can't move closer to it. So fighting going on, so make the roll now.
What are we
Oh.
rolling?
Wisdom saving throw.
Both of us.
Sorry. Magic.
Ooge.
Okay. Yeah, neither of you were able to make that save. So technically you can't move closer to it, Trovat.
Was that the beginning of the turn or the end of the turn?
End of the turn.
End of the turn. But since
Okay.
I messed up, we'll say you have your turn, you just can't move closer to it. So
I gotcha.
retcon your turn.
I will retcon, and I will still rage, but yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'll chill where I'm at.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Alright, so the doll. It is the doll's turn.
The doll.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Use a monster mash.
Ooh, fun stuff. Okay. Alright, so Rosie is going to just kind of look up at Kelma. And it's going to make its attacks with the. Cool. Actually, I apologize. Kelma, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, along with Rohan. Y'all step
Oh.
within the 15 feet.
Gotcha.
Okay.
17.
Kelma, you make the save. Good.
Alright.
You are not afeared. Rohan, however, rolled a 7 and is now afeared. So, he cannot move closer to it either. But that's that. So back to its turn. I apologize. It is going to do the thing. Did it do the thing? Oh god. Okay, so that is an 11 to hit, so that misses.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna do the thing again. That is a 17 to hit.
That's exactly my EC.
Okay, so that would hit. So that is. Oh no. Wow, that's a number. That is 16 points of piercing damage.
Cut in half because I'm raging.
And half because you're raging.
And Hellish Rebuke.
Oof.
Okay. Okay. So what's the saving throw on Hellish Rebuke?
Let's see.
Dexterity save?
Hellish Rebuke. Blah, blah, blah. You put your finger. Yeah, Dexterity. Saving throw. And if it saves, it takes 2d10. And the Dex is 10.
Okay. Nope. So it made a 14 on the save. So it takes how much damage? 2d10?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take the first two, so that's 7 points of damage. Roll the 3d10 for the damage roll. So we'll do that. Alright, so that is 7 points of damage. Got it. Well,
7
okay.
points of damage. And
That
you
should
said
be-
that and you said that it hit me for what, 16?
Yeah, so 16 cut in half is 8. And then it is going to make another attack at you. That is another 17 to hit.
Okay.
That is 23 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And because it landed 2 attacks on you. Oh no. It takes this needle and thread and just kind of begins like attacking you. Swings the first time, misses. Swings the second time, and then swings the third time again. And it's almost too late by the time you notice it. But this little doll has been like sewing together your lips. And currently your mouth is sewn shut.
I just at the point the fire that's in my eyes is glowing and I'm full on Just like you just seen my green necrotic rage energy just leaking like crazy.
Is going to take the disengage action as a bonus action, and is going to.
It has a reduced speed. It's reduced by 10 feet for movement because of my souls.
Of souls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's rough. Does that affect the teleport though? I don't think it does, right?
No, teleport is not movement. Teleport is teleport.
Alright. I need everybody that's around Kelma, Trovik, Gaynor to make a perception check for me. Okay. Alright. So.
Trovik.
Oh, yeah. Trovik, if you'd like to make a perception check. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So, as you all are watching this doll just like sew up Kelma's mouth real quick, it then kind of takes a quick step back and disappears into a puff of smoke. Oh no, not that. Disappears into a puff of smoke. And none of you are quite sure exactly where it went. I'd say at this point everybody is probably wide awake. Esmeralda is going to wake up, confused, groggy. Gaynor, what would you like to do? It has disappeared, but you can still feel that it's somewhere in the area.
I mean, I suppose I should look for it. Do I use like a bonus action for that, or?
I mean, yeah, so you could bonus action try and perceive the thing. You could use detect magic or some other something. I don't know how long detect magic would take. Yeah, you could try to find it, search for it. Do a perception check, I guess.
I think detect magic is instant. It's just an action. I don't want to take a whole action to detect magic. It's not a bonus action.
Right, I feel that.
So I guess I should look for it.
Yeah, I mean, you can take a bonus action to look for it. Make a perception check.
11.
Yeah, not from your position. You don't see where it would possibly be. You don't hear anything running around near you, though.
But then I guess as an action I'll take... or... No, because that's also concentration. That'll break my spirit. Let me see here. I guess I'll hold my action for if it appears next to me.
Okay. Alright. At initiative count 20. Oh, yeah. Okay. So... Sorry. Things. Ooh. So you see, from somewhere over in this area.
What area?
Shit, I'm on the wrong page pinging it. This area. You see something basically more or less appear out of thin air. And it is a slightly smaller doll. It seems to have appeared in this ether in this space. It gets an initiative. There we go. Okay. Alright.
Oh god, it's a summoner.
Kelma. What are you
Okay.
doing? You see a
Well-
tiny little thrall doll. That's not the main doll.
It's not the main doll. Well, at this point, I don't think I have too much of a choice. So, I'm just going to just run over to the little one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take 2 swings, two-handed, with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
First swing.
Ooh. Yeah, that hits.
That definitely hits. It doesn't hit. It's actually
Yeah.
invincible.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that definitely hits. It's 8 damage. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
got it.
and then I do another. I should probably miss.
That is gonna miss. Yeah.
All right, and then I do I use a key point,
Mm-hmm.
and I do flurry of blows.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's 8 plus 2 because you're raging. So yeah, that's sorry.
Oh yeah. I always forget about that. So it's 8 plus 2 is 10. So
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so raging, yes. Do the thing.
yes, raging, and let me do the first punch with flurry of blows.
Mhm. About
20, so that's 10.
It's gonna hit. Yeah, so that's 10.
And then I do a axe kick on top of this little bastard's head.
Mhm. That's gonna miss. Axe kick misses. As you come down hard on the stone.
I'm just roaring.
Alright. End of your turn?
Yep.
More or less, but so both Brenwyn and Trovic, you are no longer feared.
Wonderful.
So what are you doing? Brenwyn?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna see if I can see. I can't
Okay.
see the little doll because everyone told people.
Oh yeah, true. Tall people.
I
Tall
mean, you
people.
can move to the side.
Just tall people.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around for the big doll.
Make a perception check for me. Nothing on this side of the temple.
Okay, I guess I'm holding an action to shoot the thing.
Holding an action to shoot the thing. You got it. Alright. Rohan is no longer feared.
Fight the little bastard.
Yeah. It's gonna get all the way over here. And Rohan is going to start doing some things.
Starts pulling some kung fu hustle shit. Tosses
Yeah.
it 50 feet out a window.
Come on, Rohan. There you go. There's a hit. He's gonna hit for that. Popping the thing, and then because Flurry of Blows is so much fun. Yeah, it misses with Flurry of Blows, because why not? Good job, Rohan. Real good, buddy.
Damn it, master.
Literally the glue. I was good. What are you
He's
doing?
smiling on him. I'm gonna roll to see if I wake up.
I would hope you wake up by now.
I was about to say, if you don't wake up by now. Yeah, I'd say.
You hear
yeah,
him
you're
like
awake.
mutter something about
You're
like sauce,
awake.
and then he blinks and opens his eyes. He's like, "Holy fuck, what's happening?"
Mm.
He draws
I
sort
mean,
of
right now
immediately.
there's just one tiny doll in the corner of a room, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to stand up.
One tiny doll,
and
one
get
tiny
over
doll in
to
the corner room with 2 grown ass monks just kicking the shit out of it.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna fucking assist you. I am that JoJo meme where it's the guy at the table and the diner. Yeah, you get the point. So I'm gonna do bonus action to Crimson Right, which gives me a plus 1d6. I also take 1d6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I take 2 points of damage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I do an additional... I guess just 1d6. It doesn't seem to be rolling, so I'll roll that later. For now, I'm going to attack with my Psyforged Blade.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
24 to
gonna
hit. That's 1d6 plus 3 plus 1d6.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, I was using the wrong command. That explains it. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's 9 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
From there, I am going to use my Brand of Castigation, which is a special thing that I can just use. Apparently, I don't really know. I might have to look that up later.
Mm-hmm.
But each and every time that I am attacked from here on out, the opponent takes 2 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. So at the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Gotcha. Okay. We are to Casimir, who's going to wake up and come over here near Gaynor. And he's going to hold a spell. Trovic, what are you doing, my friend? Teeny tiny doll thing.
Alright. Can I look around for the big doll as well, real quick?
Yeah, make a perception check for me. Make a perception check.
Wow.
Mm,
We suck at perception.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
not perceiving things. No, you don't see the doll.
Alright, well then I'll go to the one that I can see.
Slice it up. Everybody can get.
I'll just crowd around it like
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
two monks
advantage
here.
right there.
We are literally doing the JoJo thing.
Mm-hmm. Advantage for days. Yes,
Slice.
Slice ice. That's a
Yikes.
miss.
That is a
But you have
miss.
advantage, so.
Oh, I would have rolled advantage then, but
Yeah.
okay. There's the other one.
Yeah, that hits. So that is 10 slashing and 4 lightning. Plus range. So it's. Yeah. 10 plus 4 plus 6 plus. Yeah, a lot. It's a
A lot, yeah. A lot.
Okay, so as you cut through this sackcloth doll, ripping it bottom to top, the doll itself splits in half and transforms back into a person. I need everybody to make a perception check for me. Ooh, perceptions for days. Okay. Osgood, you wouldn't know this because you weren't there in the beginning. Everybody else, you see an old blind man has now appeared corpse-like on the floor from where the ragdoll thing was.
It's Lamb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is one lamb,
Dumb old fool.
and sadly I don't have a token for it. I don't know why.
Who in God's fucking name is this thing? Guy. Person. I'm having a moment.
The only one who can answer you around you would be Trovic because my mouth is shut and Rohan had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna put this here, but it's just a whole place. Yep, it's a people. And yeah, your mouth is sewn shut. So fun stuff. Trovit, do you do anything else on your turn?
What can I do?
I don't know. What can you do?
Just looking real quick. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. All right. All right. So now that that's happened, gotta hear you there. Okay. So. That's a good question. Let's roll a d6. Oh, hey, nice. It was a 6. It's always fun. So, you hear a small pop in the back corner of the room near the entrance. The rest of you guys are kind of looking at this downed body of Lam Lam in the foyer area. Branwen, right behind you.
Cool.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fine. No, of all the people that could choose, I'm the best person.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be surprised.
It's true. It is going
Very
to make
good
a
point.
single threat attacks.
Okay. It does not get advantage.
I know.
Cool. Just
Question:
Make-
Does everybody?
and
in-
everyone's attacks have gone off because we were all waiting for it to appear.
Yes, everybody's attacks go up.
Yay!
Right, yeah.
As soon as you spot it, throw your things. Do your rolls
Oh,
before I call
Shit!
this.
I get disadvantage because it's 5 feet from me.
Mhm.
Wait. Let me go first then.
Go, do your thing, please. Fine, I'm still gonna have to roll it.
I cast one Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
20 for 12.
Uh-huh.
It goes back 10 feet, and then I cast another Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
18 for 12.
Okay. That's
And
minus
it goes back
24.
20 feet.
Probably slammed into the door.
Open for you.
Oh,
This is
before
the
you.
only
Okay.
door. Yeah, this is the only door. Okay, so back 20 feet, right? So 20 feet? It's not 20 feet.
One more back.
Yeah, one more back. Okay. Cool. Okay,
And now you don't get disadvantage.
it's true.
He can just see it. Just
Mhm.
so.
Cool.
Cool. Shit thing.
Shoot the thing.
Doesn't hit. Does it?
Holy
No,
shit.
What is it?
15.
15.
15. 15 hit? I don't think 15 hits.
No, I don't
15
either.
misses. No,
Wonderful.
sorry. 15 misses. 15 would have hit the little one.
But I couldn't see the little one.
I know. Just saying. Mhm.
Cool.
Okay. Alright, so that was your attack. It is still Rosie's turn.
Wasn't he holding a spell as well?
Yes, he was. He was holding. I had it just pulled up and I just lost it. Damn it. Where it goes, man. There he is. Aha. Spell. Aha. Spell. How? Should have rolled it. Did it roll it? Why didn't it roll it? There it goes. Okay. So that is
8 damage.
8 damage with a magic missile. That's 8. Excellent. Okay. Alright. So held, done. It's now going to move 20 feet ahead because it did its teleport, which is free action bullshit. And now it's going to make its needle attacks.
Here we go.
Needle and thread. So 27 to hit
Yep.
for 20 piercing damage.
Oof.
Yep.
That is a 14 to hit.
Yep. That's my armor class.
Oh, Jesus. For 19 piercing damage.
Yep.
And your mouth is sewn shut and you cannot speak or cast spells requiring verbal components.
Wonderful.
And then needle and thread for a 13, which I believe
Nope.
misses. Okay. So you are sewn up.
Oh, but rogue shit. I'm gonna,
I mean, you can uncanny, yeah.
I can uncanny dodge one of those. The last,
Yaz.
Pick one.
the last one.
Okay. You still get sewn up, but you take less damage, so
Which I need.
that's good. Okay. So that's
Amazing
that.
rogue ability.
And
Yeah.
then that's
I
that.
have so much shit. It's not even funny. What was that last one?
Sorry.
That's it. 19, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
So,
Yeah, 19 was the second one. 20 was the first one. So, dealer stress on that.
yeah, I'm just trying to maths.
Got it.
I get back 8
yeah,
because I take half damage.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. This makes sense. Okay. All right. So, this entire area. Yeah, it's within 60 feet, right? Let's say within 60 feet. Yeah.
60 feet, that's the whole goddamn
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, this entire area, and I'm just going to put a box around it for a second. No, of course not. Box. I'm going to place a box, damn it. Okay. Yeah, 60 feet, so around and down and all this other stuff. Alright. 60 feet. So right about here, you see boop. I apologize. There we go. Boop. Okay. You see what appears to be a massive version of this doll, just like up here
God.
in the
Question. Is this a spell?
area. It is not a spell. This is a lair
No.
action.
Yeah. I hate this creature for this very reason.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's a spell, it's a lair action, so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Creates a terrifying illusion. Yada yada yada. But it's not summoning an illusion, if that makes sense. Alright, so, you see a massive rosy arclight. And everybody within 60 feet of it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
You've got to be
Jesus.
kidding me.
20.
Natural fucking 20, boys.
I don't even want to look.
Hey! Look at
Hey, you
that.
beat it. Look at you.
Come on, no.
Oh, god dang it.
Mm-hmm.
How quickly is Kalma about to go down?
And that's a 9, because I have a +1 on.
What is it, wisdom saves? Hey, did all the NPCs make it? Oh, wow. That was far less effective than it should have been.
Trovik just still needs to roll.
Yeah,
Didn't
Troy,
mine not roll?
I did not
No?
seize it.
I did not see it. did you
What?
roll?
Come on, man. Well, I pressed it, but it didn't do the thing.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
Yes,
Ugh.
everybody-
Oh.
There it goes.
I never. Wisdom saves suck, man.
Yeah, no, wisdom saves is worse. So Kelma and Trovik, you are both very scared of this giant doll. It's like 10, 15 feet tall. It just like kind of looms over, and it's kind of creepy. You guys are frightened for the next minute. You can make saves at the end of your turns.
In the background,
That
just like,
is-
wow, that's kind of creepy.
Flare action, thing action. All right, Gaynor, what are you doing?
Okay. So I'm still good to go.
Yeah, you're good.
My spirits are now gone.
Here's go.
So useful though. Let's see. That's 30 feet of movement right there.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move. Well, time out. Let me do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
10 feet. Okay, cool. And then that is 30 feet for me. Yeah. So I'm gonna move here. Once again, I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud.
Mm-hmm.
So spirits envelop me. And I'm gonna attack with Eldritch Blast. Here's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Critical.
Nice.
Very nice.
Plus
Nice.
2d. I gotta remember this. 2d8. 2d8 of radiant damage.
Okay, so it's 11 radiant and 18
18 force.
force. Okay.
And then my second one.
Uh-huh.
20 for 7 plus 2d8 of radiant.
Is Shroud for every attack?
Shroud
Is
is
it once per turn?
no. It is a concentration up to 1 minute. Until the spell ends, any attack deals 1+8 extra damage to hit
Oh,
creature
wow.
within 10 feet of you. This damage
Wow.
is radiant, necrotic, or
Jesus
cold.
Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
I
a reason.
think-
There is a reason I wanted that.
Let
Got
me
it.
go
That's-
ahead
that's-
and give
that's
you some
good
extra
to know.
points,
I just-
buddy.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
Put it in mouth. Let's go. All right.
And then-
It's broken as hell. All right.
yeah, especially with a warlock with Eldritch Blast.
No, ridiculous.
And then it's pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. Push back 10 feet. It's not in a happy place right now. It is going to... Doesn't have legendaries. I don't think it does. That's sad. Mm-hmm.
Does
Alright.
it have a reaction?
No.
Okay.
No. I was
Then,
looking- So,
as my bonus action. Oh, no, I can't do that because I'd probably kill her if I do that.
you use Shroud as your bonus action?
No, Oh, yeah, I did. You're right. I'm sorry. Never mind. That's my turn. I totally
Yes,
forgot about
don't
that.
heal me.
Yeah. You got it.
Never heal her.
Alright. Esmeralda is going to come up and do Esmeralda things. I don't know what those things are, but she's going to do them. Yeah, she's going to attack. Yeah, that's
Nice.
a high
Damn.
number.
Wow.
Nice.
Good job, Esmeralda.
Okay, it's a 7. Okay. Okay. She gets another attack. We'll do that. Yes, attacks. Extra attack. It's broken. That is... I think that misses. Didn't that miss? Yeah, I think that misses. So 18 misses.
Jesus.
Yeah. Galma, what are you doing, buddy?
I thought I had an AC of 17.
Kelma, after seeing that giant beast, he closes his eyes for a second, takes a deep breath, focuses in on his past, watching his family get destroyed, and realize nothing is scarier than that. and he uses a key point to do stillness of mind and break out of the fear.
Okay.
And he is then very pissed off. He's going to run to about here. That's his full movement. And then he's going to take the lessons that he learned from Master with his new skill, and he's going to take his quarterstaff with 2 hands, and all of a sudden everyone sees around him that his quarterstaff starts glowing with this blue light, and it's almost like the staff extends for a second, and he shoots out an image of the staff towards that using my I got so many things now. I gotta see with my Path of a Kenzai shot, which gives me a regular quarterstaff attack plus a 1d4 on top of that.
Okay.
So, and that's
So roll the
wait,
D4.
that's the 1d4. So I'll roll the actual.
Roll the attack. Yep.
Yeah, I rolled the attack, and I was like, okay. I thought I was gonna do everything when I clicked the button, but nope.
Also, your pathing, you straight lined.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it just goes straight. It's not like a cone or anything. It's just like a.
No, I was saying like your pathing from there to there was straight line, right?
Yeah.
Cone of Kensei, the newest ability for wizards.
Alright.
Does that work?
Roll the attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at something else. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Come on. You can do it.
Whoa. Stupid thing. Take the first one because that was yeah.
So that's 8 plus. What was the dice roll thing? The 3. So that's 8 plus 3. So that's 11.
Plus 2 because of rage.
Yeah, plus 2 because of rage.
You're right.
There's 13. And that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. So, Brandon, what are you doing?
It's bonus action. I'm taking a potion. Because I'm done with this shit.
Done with it?
Yep, and I'm done with this. I am pulling my rapier and my moon touch sword.
Oh.
I'm gonna step.
Stab.
Stab.
He's going full Swiss Army knife.
Can I get there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
I
you,
understand the
Pulls
position
it
you're trying
across
for. It's
screw.
just-
yeah, I'm trying to get.
Yeah, you're stabby stab with advantage. I got you.
Yeah,
Go for it.
stabby with advantage. So. Advantage stab.
Oh, dice everywhere. I love
Dice
it.
all over the place. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Wonderful. And it
So,
does the sneak attack
17.
because I have advantage and there's someone there. And I can't speak. I would be trying to speak, but I can't. My mouth
Yep.
is sewn up.
That's
You can just hear her trying to speak, like angrily slashing. Well, she can't slash. It's a rapier, so poking.
Pokey.
Just sworded screaming.
And I've used my bonus action, so I can't do that. However, I can action surge, so I'm going to poke it again.
Poke it again. Oh, the poking.
No, I don't get sneak attack.
That last one is going to miss.
Okay.
Alright. However, what
Right.
was the damage on the first one? It was 17?
Yes.
Ooh. Fun stuff. So, 17 was enough. You didn't need the second attack.
Oh!
I was trying to do math on the fly and looking at 3 things at once because I was trying to figure out if Kelmar ran in the path of the big thing. Yeah. As you stab with the pointy stick rapier straight through the heart of this doll, you see this dark spectral energy begin to pulse and radiate from this sackcloth doll. As you stab through and pierce through, everybody that's in this building just hears the screams and the shrieks and the wails of this young girl just crying out in pain, just in agony. The feeling and the pain is so intense. It's so real, just like the amount of anguish that's coming from this voice. Everybody in the party takes 2 psychic damage.
I'm also gonna roll a wisdom save for something.
Okay.
Do we all make a sound like oof?
I mean, it's
All
like
right,
something
everybody,
just
on
pokes you
3,
the brain.
1, 2.
Oof.
Fuck you guys. And more points of psychic damage.
No.
And another 10. No.
Oh.
Okay.
No, you all take a hit to the mind of psychic damage. And then, as you kind of look back up to where your rapier was stabbed in and pointed at, you notice there's nothing there.
Aw.
The radiating energy pulsed out, and you see the last remnants of this doll turning into ash and blowing off into the wind.
Holy shit, it's over.
Mm.
Let's hope that's the last of that.
I like it. This
Yeah,
is
can
good.
we talk?
No.
No, y'all's mouths are still sealed closed.
Oh.
Also, I need you both to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
What?
Oh.
I mean, it's been, what, a minute now? 30 seconds now without being able to properly breathe? Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you need them to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
But they can breathe through their nose.
No.
Their nose wasn't
Yeah.
sewn shut.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Only
about?
our mouth.
What?
What is this?
What? I'm confused.
Yeah. Oh, my mic.
Ah, yeah,
I'm
so
This is an outrage.
Is this like some weird universe where humans don't have, like people don't have noses?
Nobody has a
This is
noses.
all
What are you talking about? What is a nose?
I was so confused. I was so confused. My mic fell over.
Clearly have noses.
We're all just Voldemort or anime characters.
Yeah, I know. We're all just anime characters.
Yes, your mouths are still sewed shut.
We're a bad 90s Sailor Moon episode.
Isn't there still a giant doll here too?
Oh, is the doll still there?
It was illusionary, wasn't it? So it should be
It
gone.
was
Wonderful.
It began to vanish as the doll turned into black smoke.
Can I
It
take
also
my
turned-
sword and try and like unpick?
Do what?
I have a short sword in my hand. Can
You
I
do?
try and? Or I can switch to a dagger. Dagger is probably safer.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do it with my arm like all the way out there. Try to unpick the stitches. My dagger.
Are we out of initiative?
Sure. Yes.
Uh.
So,
I know, Blue.
I run over to Nim.
Brandon, not name, but yeah,
Branwyn, that one.
that one.
Kelma just stares
Okay,
at Branwyn
make a-
longingly at the dagger.
I need you to make a medicine check for me, Brandon.
Okay, that's gonna go well.
Can I do something before she
No,
does
no,
it?
no. Well, actually, I was gonna say. Oh, well, never mind.
I was gonna do Emboldening Bond, which lets her roll an additional d4.
Well, it's a 12. But,
I'm.
I would say it was done before you got over there, like you were on the other side of the
Ah!
room. She was trying to cut it off. You were on the other side of the room.
You'd hear me in the background and be like, wait, wait, wait. Ah,
Too
never
late.
mind.
So you take damage for cutting your own mouth. There's 2d6 slashing damage.
Oh,
I mean, I'm dexterous. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
fuck
you're
me.
still
I'm
slashing
literally-
open your sewn shut mouth. It is sewn together
Do you
with
know
skin
how to unpick threads? That's not how that works.
It takes a
not
very large
just
thread cutter.
It's sinew from your own mouth. It's you sewed
Whoa.
to you with you.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
awful.
Your
Yeah.
mouth was
Yeah.
magically sewn
Right.
shut to itself, by itself, with itself. There was no
Okay,
thread on the
that's
end of that
now
needle.
Awful. Okay, give it to me.
So it's 8 points of slashing damage as you cut your mouth open
Holy
and begin to
shit.
bleed out of your mouth from this wound that you created. But
Right. I stick. Kelma sticks his hand out for the dagger.
I mean,
Before he
I'm
does
gonna
that,
look at you stupidly like. You just
Before he
saw what
does that.
happened to me.
Before he
When-
does that, can I cast Emboldening Bond
Yes, you
on
now
us and give him an additional fucking D4?
yes, you can. Okay.
Okay. And
Ugh.
and before I just take I have the dagger in hand and I just let's go for it.
Oh,
Mhm.
this is dumb.
Okay.
14.
Not enough.
And a D4.
You take. Oh yeah, you can add a D4 to add to it.
Oh yeah, let me add a D4 real quick.
D4.
And 4. 18.
Very nice. So you are. Ooh. So you take half the damage. So you take 3 points of damage instead of 6.
Reduced to 1 because I'm still raging, I guess.
Technically.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Attacking yourself is technically attacking. I'll give it to you.
So yeah, I just up my mouth going fuck.
Your lip. Son of a bitch.
Alright.
Nobody's gonna be making out with Kelma or Brainwind anytime soon.
It's all lippy and weird.
Where's what's his name?
Yeah. But the doll seems to be gone.
I give the dagger back to Brendan.
Good.
Is that it? Is it over?
Better be.
We can only hope.
Not alright?
Do I
I'm-
look alright?
No, but I'm asking out of common courtesy.
I just spit on the ashes that the doll was and was like little bastard.
I walk up to Brandon and I'm like, can you be healed now?
I glare at you for saying that out loud and then nod.
I raise a hand and like grin and then sort of pause and never mind. I suppose I shan't heal you after all. And I turn and freaking heal Kalma.
I heal Gwen for 4d6.
Ooh. Fancy health.
Holy shit, okay. Kalma heals 8.
Great.
Nice.
I heal
Good, good.
18.
Good cleric.
There you go.
Little golf clap.
Yep.
Better cleric
Oh
than
my
cleric, I don't
god.
care.
All the shade. I love it.
I'm only level 1. I don't care. I'm just trying to be effectively the emergency medkit.
Alright. So. The doll, seemingly defeated. You all patching your wounds, for lack of a better term, sewing things up. You feel like whatever was watching you all has been dealt with in some way, shape, or form. Takes you all a minute, but you eventually begin to get back to your rest and your sleep. And the remainder of Branwen's watch, painful as it was, goes by with little else happening. And I believe Trevik was the last watch, right?
Yeah.
Make a
Back to
perception
bed.
check for me. As Branwen goes back to bed. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Okay. I think everyone's.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to bed. But All
I
right.
mean, it was still my watch after all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay. So throughout the night and into the morning, pretty much quiet. You keep your eyes peeled for this doll in case it might happen to show back up again. You don't see it. However, early in the morning, just as the sun's beginning to come up, you hear what's clearly the howl of dire wolves in the distance in the morning.
No.
Not close by any means, but you can hear first one, then two, maybe three or four, just howling into the morning.
Well, at least that's something that I could fight.
But nothing seems to intrude with the rest of your sleeps, and you all have achieved your long rest.
Oh, thank
Oh
God.
boy.
Long rest. A proper long rest that I don't wake up having damage after.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you
Nice.
want to do this, MTC?
For what are we doing?
Since I was last watch,
Yes.
does my long rest count, or was it
Yes. Your
before?
long rest counts. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the way I
Oh.
see it is
Sick, I got my
8
spell slots
hours
back.
dedicated in a time period. So it's like
Gotcha.
if you break it up with like, hey, I woke up to do a fight that took 2 minutes game time and then went back to sleep, you're not breaking it up. It's like if you took like 2 hours in between.
Oh, I just meant that that combat was in the middle of second watch,
Yeah. No, I mean you
so
still
I
get the
wasn't
benefit.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't interrupt it. It just tacks onto it. It's fine.
Fuck. I love like
Not
out
there
of
was just
character that this thing's been terrorizing us for for like days now. And then it finally appears and we just kill it in 2 minutes and go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Helma walks up to the body of Lamb,
Mm-hmm.
and he kneels down. I kind of inspect it real quick to see if there's anything weird or
Mm-hmm.
body.
Just appears like he's been presumably dead for a moment, trapped inside that thing or whatever. It's who knows? The body's not moving. It's not breathing. It's just
I dig into his pockets to see what he has.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
I guess I'd pay attention to it as well, kind of curiously.
Does anybody remember what was in his inventory? No.
No.
I mean, we already had a
All
staff,
the
and we left
starter
that.
gear. Yeah, you had
Yeah.
the stuff already. You got the importance. No.
He had like
So who
no
was
money
this
on him.
fucker?
Yeah,
Who was this guy?
Sure.
This. Go.
he was someone that first came to us to this land. Blind monk and a mage and a kind of a pain
Sounds like
in
he's
the
a man of
ass.
many titles.
Yeah,
Pain in
unfortunately,
the ass seems about right.
he met his end by the thing we just murdered.
In 2 minutes? Well, I suppose we had a lot stronger than when I got here, at least. Yeah, that makes
Trust,
sense.
and I glare up. The Ozzy gonna make. If this thing caught you alone, it wouldn't be
Good
2
point.
minutes for
It
you.
would be pretty bad. Yeah. He sort of thinks for a moment. He's like, well, I am a priest. If you want me to give some kind of final rites, I can do that.
Up to you. I don't know what he believed. Walks away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Back in my land, we just chucked him in a boat and set the boat on fire, but I've got a little bit more teaching than that sense.
Well, I mean, we could drag him outside and set him on fire right now.
Toss him in a lake? I suppose that works.
Kelmal picks him up.
Yeah.
And I look over to my master. Found out kind of late that this old man studied similar to us. I don't know much about him, but I think he should rest by the tree, which seems to be the place where all the others rested. What do you think?
Just kind of looks, thinks, nods, and then kind of helps you shoulder the body, helps you lift. And
I just lie. I don't bury him or anything. I just kind of
just
lie him by the tree.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna sort of sit in a prayer stance near the body, and I'm gonna say essentially, when the night was young and stars fell from the sky, the gods watched over us all. Now, as we pave our way through time and space, they no longer look at us, but when we die, our souls are ferried. The one who has died today and in the past, hopefully, the gods will see him, and they will ferry him safely to a proper end. In the name of the Lantern Keeper and the Dawn Lord, I pray for this soul to have safe passage. Then I nod quietly, I place 2 copper coins on his eyes, and I turn to leave.
I do the same. I just kind of give him a cross my arms across my chest, kind of give a little bow, and I just kind of mutter underneath my breath, like, I know this is not the ending you wanted. May you rest. And I walk.
Okay. So, Rohan, Esmeralda, and Casimir just kind of looking at you all. Casimir's not getting impatient, but just looks like he's had enough of this and he's kind of ready to go further on to the Amber Temple. Esmeralda is amused at the entire situation that just happened. And Rohan has just finished packing his things and grabbed his quarterstaff to begin venturing with you all as well.
All right. Let's get going, I guess.
No time better than now.
Mm-hmm. As you all gather your horses, load everybody up. Get on your way back out into the cold.
I forgot it was cold out here. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
No. You got warm clothes now. Be thankful of that.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
All right. So. There we go. Okay. So, you all begin by exiting the monastery and continuing to wind further and further up the ever-narrowing peak that is Mount Gakis. All of you at this point are extremely cautious. You know that there's a giant beast somewhere in these mountains that has taken a liking to you all once. You know this is the area that it flew in from. So you're all being extremely cautious with your horses and with your travel up the mountain. And another couple hours or so go by in the morning, and then you come across, yeah. So basically, the road in front of you kind of fades away under thicker snow. But you get far enough down this trail and down this path to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside straight ahead of you. The front of this structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues out in the front of it. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless hooded figure that has its hands pressed together, almost like in a gesture of prayer. At the center, in between the 2 innermost statues, is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase that seems to lead down as you all are facing it. And I will put you on map because maps. It's a map. It's a map. It's a map.
Ooh, big map. Okay.
Big map. So this is the first thing that you see is this main entrance. Can I get everybody to make a perception check for me?
Oh god.
Finally.
Is it visually?
It is visually, yes.
Okay, so 16.
Okay. All right. So that's high enough as a group. Trovic and Branwen, you notice off to the side there seems to be some other. Like the building ends here, right? But it seems to like curve and cave somewhere into this direction. It just looks strange and out of place compared to the rest of the front of the structure that seems to like be literally built into the mountain. You all see the door in front of you and the place off to the side. As Casimir kind of riding up with whoever he's riding with, just it's good to see nothing's changed.
Hi.
Oh, let's get going.
Let's move.
So where are you going? Front door?
Up.
Up, ship, up.
Well,
Right.
shit, wait. Not vertically. I mean, just forward. We start levitating.
You do.
Hey, one more level.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, goodness gracious. Don't you tell me that.
I will.
That's worrying.
All right. So, as you get closer and walk even closer to these tall statues that are just standing in the center, you see a staircase that goes down and further into the temple, and it's extremely icy and looks to be slick. You can see that the wind seems to be blowing into this corridor. And I think that... Did I do this right? I don't know if I did. Probably not. Okay. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay. So while we wait for MTC to come back, just want to thank everybody for coming on through. Again, if you ever want to catch any of our sessions, just type in !DnD in the chat room, and you get a link to the One Shot Tavern. This is where we upload any past session VODs to that channel. And if you like video game news, just type in !DB, and you get a link to the Digital Boundaries News YouTube channel. So we appreciate you guys coming on through.
Sorry about that. Where was I? Okay, so you see this stairway going down. It's pretty iced over, and it leads to a hallway down further into the system. Yeah. Let's see if we can make this more fun.
Not sure I like it when a DM says that.
I don't really.
Okay, there we go. Got it. Never mind, it's good. All right.
Okay.
Would you consider the stairs difficult terrain?
Not particularly. They're just slick. But if you take your time walking down, it's not like it's difficult terrain for the
I mean,
purpose.
okay, traffic's gone. Never mind.
Yep. I don't have time to wait for this.
I mean, you're on horseback going down slick stairs. Have fun. I am looking to see what's over this way.
I'm going down the stairs, these very wide stairs with my horse.
Sure,
Following.
the horse. Make an animal handling check, horse Trovic.
Oh shit.
Okay.
This is dumb.
Boom. Yeah.
Oh no.
You hear a sliding and a crashing sound as Trovik and Horse go down 20 feet of stairs.
Damn it.
Not in the most graceful of fashions.
I just yell down the
Damage
stairs.
roll.
I just yell down and go, everything okay?
Horse takes 3 points of damage. Trovik takes
Aw, shit.
2 points of damage.
Bruh.
Bruh.
As you kind of go over this way, Branwyn, you see what could potentially be like a second entrance. It seems to be some sort of like fissure in the rock itself.
Wide enough for a horse?
Ooh.
Probably not. Yeah, so you'd have to get to about here to be able to see it.
Okay,
But
yeah, I'm looking.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if you were to inspect it, it's probably too small for a horse. However, as you kind of look at it and kind of inspect the size of it, make a perception check for me.
Can I also do this as I'm following along?
She could do it with advantage.
Yeah, sure. I'll give her advantage.
That's the right
Doop.
health checks for it.
Nice.
Hey.
Ooh, very nice.
I needed that.
Sick.
You did. So, yeah, so you see this gap. It's probably about 2 feet wide, 10 feet tall. Looks to be about 15 feet deep or so. You see light that seems to be coming from a room on the other side. And you hear a number of human voices through the crack.
Oh shit. Oh shit, and Ezzy's on the back of my horse as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm bad at keeping up with people things.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
is
I'm
the
just
old
thinking
man
what
with
I'm
me?
doing.
Oh.
Yeah. Kesme's on
Old
your
man
horse.
would be on your
Is
horse.
he on my horse? Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm gonna jump off
I'll do the same.
and no,
No?
no,
Okay.
and tell you guys to tell the others that there's someone inside, and I'm gonna try and sneak up closer to this gap.
Okay. I'll ride and tell them exactly that.
Okay. And Esmeralda will ride off with the horse. Your foot trekking it by yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So they get off to do that and relay the message that Rogue has gone off to do rogue shit.
Rogue's gone off to do rogue shit.
There you go.
What does that mean?
People inside a house. Inside
not-
the temple. Avoid. Avoid going inside. Yes.
It's not exactly what she said to say, but
Inside
Cool.
what? Down the stairs or inside the house?
Inside the temple. To the left, I guess. Down the where we were headed.
okay. So here's your stealth check with advantage.
Boots of elven kind.
Stealth check with advantage.
Ah shit.
Okay, so let's see. Oop. Oh no. Okay. Alright. Where are you going?
I'm gonna just come closer. I want to try to angle myself in such a way that I can hear but not be seen.
Okay.
See
So,
if I can hear what they're saying.
fair enough. You get close enough, for sure. And you can hear a number of gruff voices, some male, some female. They all seem to be talking about hunting, where they're going to get their next meal. Just sounds like a tribe of people of some sort. Just seem to be conversing in common tongue.
Adventurers Guild.
Nothing specific, but just laughing, a little bit of cheering here and there. Seems kind of jovial.
I'm gonna take a look to see what everyone's doing because I can see everyone over here. What are they doing?
What is
What's
everybody
going
doing?
I'm just kind of, I'm almost just looking off in that direction where you went, but I'm just kind of waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we should probably leave it to her.
Well, I mean, if she waves us over, I'm going on over, but I'm just gonna sit right here and look at Trovik.
Similar shit here.
It's 20 feet down the stairs into this dark hallway that is like the floor of this place is solid black marble, like all the way across. Like even though you fell and skidded, it is a rough but smooth landing.
Isn't that kind of an oxymoron? A rough,
Yes.
smooth landing?
It hurt, but it's on black marble, so it's happy hurt.
Okay.
Happy
What?
Happier.
Right, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm still suspicious. I'm gonna try and get a
Happy-
glance inside.
You're suspicious. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see what you see. Oh, okay. So yeah. So right about there. As you glance down this little cracked doorway, you see what appears to be a large furry creature of some sort. Sitting down next to a female of some sort. She's wearing a lot of pelts, a lot of leather and cloth. Very warmly and appropriately dressed, but definitely like possibly lives in these mountains. Like is more than well outfitted for the terrain and the time. You see another person, very similarly dressed male. Seems to be sharpening an axe. You see what amounts to be a large direwolf sitting in the center of them. Seems to be sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up and go back to the people.
Okay, back to the people.
Back to the people and report what I saw.
Mm-hmm. And she does. And now you know there's people.
Well,
And there's still a Trovik down the hallway. Trovik, what
Yeah.
have you been doing this whole time?
Sitting on my ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Are people joining me? I'll leave the horse at the entrance, like.
Yeah. Okay.
But I wanted to get inside, yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
I'll kind of just wander out into the main area here.
Okay.
yeah, I guess. Well, it's like, well, we probably should find a place that the horses will be out of the cold.
I mean, I'm gonna look at the guy whose name escapes me.
Ron?
Elf guy.
Casimir.
Casimir. I always get Casimir and Kazan.
Mm-hmm.
Too many
Yeah.
Ks.
I know. Mhm.
Casimir, do you know of anyone that's living up here?
Not. I mean, there's the wild men and the barbarians, and you know, they don't really live anywhere. They kind of squat wherever they can. I mean,
That's probably them based on our barbarian friend.
I mean, they probably hunt up here. It's probably a safe bet. You can't hunt anywhere.
Friendly?
Not particularly. Kind of cannibally.
Avoid. Wonderful. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, we got stuff to do. Hopefully somewhere else in this temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's put our horses to the side and walk down these stairs carefully.
And pray we still have horses when we come back.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Trovik, you are standing on a 20-foot wide balcony made of nothing but black marble and a shattered railing in front of you that overlooks a vast temple. You see black marble staircases at each end of the balcony that descend 30 feet to the temple floor. You see the vaulted ceiling that's about 30 feet above the balcony. The walls and the ceiling of this place are covered in an amber glaze. the entire building is covered with this amber, and it lends the gloom in this area a golden sheen. To the left of you, you see a set of amber doors that stands closed at the end of the balcony. And to the right of you, you see a pair of doors, also made of amber, that seem to be cracked open. So you would see this door here closed and this door here open.
Okay. Is anybody joining me?
Yeah.
Well,
You're
yeah.
all
I
standing
mean,
outside the door.
well,
So-
I'm just. I'm gonna tie up my horse. Can I see a good spot that looks like might be out of the wind?
Not anywhere on the face of the building. Maybe down the stairs. You're not sure.
I enter the statue.
I'm gonna get off the horse, and I'm gonna try to go carefully down the stairs with the horse.
It's a chore, but you managed to make it down safely. Takes about 5 minutes or so for you to navigate the horse down slippery stairs, but you do.
I'll follow him.
Takes you all a decent amount of time to get down horse by horse. There's only
Walks
5
down.
horses that shouldn't be.
Is there anything in these side doors?
A good question. Those are not side doors, my friend. Those are actually. I apologize.
Mimics.
Oh, nice. No, those are actually arrow slits
Oh,
in the walls.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of slowly, as I walk by, just kind of be careful, just in case. So, the ledge that Trevig's on, does the edge have anything that looks like we could hitch the horses?
I mean, there is a railing here. It's just broken in 1 or 2 parts. Yeah.
I'll just the horse right now. There's.
Mhm. More stairs. Okay. So you hitch the horse. And you all get down into this system. Oh, so many NPCs. I gotta carry all the NPCs with me. So I've got a parade of NPCs here. Excellent. Alright, so as you all stand here, you see this massive foyer in front. There are 4 large marble pillars that reach up into the sky and from the ground to the ceiling on the lower floor all the way through the upper floor. At the north end of this chamber stands a 40-foot tall statue of a cowed figure in flowing robes. You see that both of the statue's hands are outstretched as if it's in the midst of casting a spell of some sort. The face is covered in a void of utter blackness. Like black, like magical darkness black. The statue, with the darkness cast over its face, stands between 2 large marble balconies. One of which, the one on the left, is partially collapsed and fallen on the temple's marble floor. The walls of the temple are coated in this amber, top to bottom, staircases, walls, ceiling, the works. Every bit of arch work and things like that in here are all covered in amber. Yep. Sorry. What are you all doing?
What's
I've
over
sidled-
here?
I've
Okay.
sidled out of the way of the perceived area of the spell just in case it goes off.
Uh-huh. Okay. so you're all
I follow Trevig.
Ooh, fun stuff.
Boop.
I'm looking to see where our person wants to go because he's the one we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
This is very true.
Mm-hmm.
He knows
So
the
as you all,
temple.
as you all wander off,
Mm-hmm.
Casimir kind of steps up and just takes a look around and a deep breath. Just kind of, if what we're searching for is going to be in the lower levels, I don't know which chamber it'd be in, but he just kind of like gets like this wry look on his face and like, oh, can you feel it? This energy, it's intoxicating. Oh, God. He's just like, this is a strange, deranged dusk elf of an old man, but he is extremely in tune with whatever force or energy is around this building. And you all have felt it kind of creeping up on you. It's like, there's something dark here. You can't put your finger on it. You're not quite sure what. But there's something dark in this building. There's something
Bad feelings.
inherently evil here. Casimir just kind of looks up. He's like, we're going to have to go downstairs. Trovik, as you enter that room, you see pretty empty room for the most part. But in the center, there's this rough-edged, 10-foot diameter circular hole in the floor. And
MTC,
yes,
I have to go.
you have to go. Okay, I understand. All right, so yeah, we'll call it for here. That's fine. He said he had to go anyway. He told me.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, I guess.
So yeah, so apologies. He had told me that beforehand. I didn't realize I was running over. That's my fault.
Huh.
All right, so we will call it here, and we will pick back up in the Ember Temple next time. Sorry for the.
Oh boy,
I'm
Ember
Suspense.
Temple.
fight with an old man.
Yes,
there's a
and
hole in the ground.
There's a hole in the ground.
There's a
Big
hole
old
in the
hole.
ground, and we spent a bunch of time killing a doll.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man. Keywords: killing a doll.
Yeah.
It's time for us to fight a chair next.
Yeah, or the end boss is going to be a magical door.
The end boss is going to be the tailor that made the doll.
Exactly. So I just wanted to thank everyone for coming on through again. Make sure you subscribe over at the One Shot Tavern. I'll put a link in the chat right now. Go subscribe there. Anytime you miss any of these VODs, that happens every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see the actual VODs uploaded to the One Shot Tavern a couple days later. So the last session should be going live later on today, and then this session will go live on Wednesdays from here on out. So go check it there. If you like video game news, make sure you follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Digital Boundaries News, to keep up with my thoughts on the latest news that come through in the world of video games. But as always, I want to thank everyone for coming on through. Please follow the channel, and so you can keep up with all the stuff. And we'll see you next time at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday for the next episode of Curse of Strahd. Take care, all.